Okay, it's day 67, and as you heard me say yesterday, this is getting to the point where I have to step forward no matter what the risks are. No matter what the risks are. So I feel like maybe I'm stealing Joe Rago's story here, but here it goes. So this guy, Nawaf Abu Awad, I'm just going to call him Abu because to me he's Abu. So you see me here asking, I say, hey Abu, can you get me 400 trucks of Halal Ballpark Franks for the New Year's Bowl games? Oh, that should be Bowl, Bowle, for the New Year's Bowl games. Let's meet in the back of the Ant Hill bookstore. This is in Paterson, New Jersey. Let's meet in the back of the Ant Hill bookstore. Only Saipov boys, only bring the Saipov boys, the trucking boys, only Saipov. El Mafdi's boys, dead, got killed. El Mafdi's boys got killed. So who is this guy? Who is Abu Awad? Well, guess what? He comes into America about the same time as Imran Awad. Yeah, Imran Awad. Is he connected to Gulen? Does Gulen have meetings here in the back of the Ant Hill bookstore for the whole East Coast ring, the halal? And let's put sugar inside of the halal meat. Let's put sugar inside of the halal meat and call it sugar meat. And you might guess what that is. So we're gonna put that inside. That could even be Vero Pharmaceuticals inside there, and I'm sure they're all generic. But anyway, here's some of Halal's Abu's holdings. Now all these are going to be halal truckers, right? So this could just be a trucking operation of regular halal meat, regular Ballpark Franks. 123 Genesee, 121 Genesee. Oh yeah, one of the Saipov lived there, right? Didn't Saipov live at 123 Genesee? Is he going to know some of the truckers that did some of the terrorism in Eastern Jersey and New York? Maybe even the 123 bombings, the Chelsea bombings. We'll see. 134, 37. There's going to be another one. 84. How far do we have to go to the Ant Hill bookstore? Let's see now. Now, this may or may not be a key meet point, no pun intended, a key meet point for Gulen, but it is. And I won't talk about, it's only 2 miles away, I should have just zoomed out. There's the Ant Hill bookstore and cafe. So I believe that to be ground zero for the East Coast rat line. That's ground zero for the East Coast rat line here in, as far as New Jersey is concerned. And people are going to be meeting all up and down the East Coast there at the Ant Hill bookstore. Now, I don't believe the owners are involved at all. I think it's happening in the back and nobody knows about this. But I'm going to just say Gulen's meet point for, no pun intended, his meet point for the East Coast is there. Now, why do I say it's Joe Rago's story? Well, Joe Rago, if you don't remember, was this really great reporter from the Wall Street Journal, Pulitzer Prize winner by the time he's 34. And he kept asking questions in the editorial board saying, why are all these conservative Republicans knocking down any chance we can to repeal Obamacare? And he was saying, there must be something going on here. And if you don't remember, one of his last ones was about Mitch McConnell saying, what's going on here with these? He called them Obamacare Republicans. They voted so many times to oppose. In effect, they were ensuring that it stayed in business. Well, what do we know is going to Tennessee and Kentucky? Uranium. Who's trucking it there? Saipov. Like I said, it's a layer cake. It's a 7-layer cake. When you have uranium on the top, you got color of law, and you have free reign and free passage for all the other cakes that you're going to bake. All the other layers of the cake. Now, am I saying that sugar meat is coming down the road with Saipov? Well, there is this strange amount of DEA licenses for these different companies, Transport Logistics and the other Saipov companies. So it's just questions to ask as we get further into the metadata. But maybe this is why Joe Rago is killed in July, right before the convention. This would be an explosive thing to come out, that there was this Republican-Democrat conspiracy around uranium and sugar meat. That wouldn't be so good. So I want to give Jason credit here. He got back from Europe and went down with me. I was like 3 or 4 days I went down to Joe Rago's apartment looking for stuff, and then Jason got off the plane and went right down there, and we were drenched. But you can see I've covered this Joe Rago story quite a bit, and this is the Vero Pharmaceuticals. If you don't remember Vero Pharmaceuticals, first of all, Glenn Simpson and Mary Jacoby knew knew Joe Rago at the Washington Wall Street Journal, and Mary Jacoby's still there, so she would have known Joe Rago really well, especially a Pulitzer Prize winner. But if you don't remember, Vero Pharma got bought by Abbott Laboratories during sanctions. So there was some kind of quid pro quo there. Now, if you don't remember Abbott buying Vero Pharma, they bought it, and there was these 3 key plants, and these were the 100 generic pharmaceutical products they have. If you map those out, there's one pretty close to Moscow for the Moscow market, and then it's almost a path straight into Ukraine. What else is coming from Ukraine to the United States to the different Navy ports? What else is coming? Well, it's going to be uranium. Once you have uranium, you have color of law. Now, am I saying that not only 100 generics are coming into the United States and there's a fix going in to buy these generics from Russia rather than the United States, to buy them from other people like India and Pakistan instead of the United States, these generics? Is that what I'm saying? Am I saying they're being animal pharma being repilled and sold illegally out of the back of pain clinics? Am I saying there's an illicit halal rat line through Javid and Sugarland and the sugar meat? And then these doctors that are brought in through this same mechanism through Pakistan may be involved in this backdoor pain clinic type activity? I'm not exactly sure what conclusions are being drawn. I'm just putting it out there to let people model on it, trestle under it, and then also offer opposing ideas.